Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I definitely had to go through like a big phase, and I still do it now as like a maintenance thing where it's like just talking to multiple girls just does that. Like you'll just notice it. You'll just be less needy with one girl if you have like a lot of options.
What I want to talk about is like how, especially when it comes to women. So even if you have one girl that you're with, or you start dating a girl, women are not attracted forever. Okay. So that's not how it works. A lot of guys, they think that women are attracted forever. Women and their emotions are very fickle. Like your emotions go up and down over time. That's why it's very important. If we want consistent results as men, we can't listen to our emotions, because if we just listen to our emotions, we would get very inconsistent results. We'd have really good months, really bad months. But now if you wake up and it's like, I don't care if I'm sad or happy, I'm going to the gym anyway. I'm going to go out and talk to that girl, right? I'm having a bad day, I'm going to get my work done anyway. Like if you start doing those things, then that's a lot more consistent. And so what you have to understand is that like it's our job, it's our responsibility, it's our duty to actually like make sure that women are attracted to us like forever. And that doesn't last all the time. You have to like consistently push yourself to maintain your attractiveness level. That's why like focusing on, am I attractive to women? It's like one of the most important things, because not only is it important while you're dating a girl, or like while you're dating multiple women, you like have a lot of options, whatever. It's like good for like having a lot of fun, or whatever the fuck. It's also really important because once you start dating one woman, that one woman you choose, she's the number one influence in your life. She's the person you're spending the most time with. I live with my girl. I spend the most time with this woman. I spend the most time with this person. Like she is the person I spend the most time with, because she's just in the same apartment as me. And so because of that, it's like, well, now she's my biggest influence. And so want to keep her very attracted and maintain that relationship, keep it very, very like, very, very like, attraction heavy. Right. But I also want to make sure that she's like the right one, right? I want to make sure that like, she's like a girl that will grow with me, that will like submit to me, that will like be that submissive feminine energy that I need in my life. Because, the guys that, to go back on an earlier point, the guys that say like women don't have anything to offer besides sex, it's like, no, they have a lot to offer, which is like feminine energy. And like, we're not going to talk about that today, but there's a lot of benefits to having women in your life. Maintaining attraction, maintaining your attractiveness over a long period of time is like one of the most valuable and important skills that you can possibly have. Because one, women aren't attracted forever. Two, if you end up attracting a girl and you end up with her, and maybe you even get married, and then you end up getting lazy, she leaves you, she takes half your shit, right? And that's your fault. You can blame the court system all you want, but that's your fault. Like at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but if she leaves you, it's your fault. Just like every girl I've ever like talked to that like cheated on their boyfriend or whatever, dude, it's the guy's fault. Like it's fucked up. She shouldn't cheat. But at the same time, it's the guy's fault, because it is our job, it's our duty to maintain attraction. Like that's just like kind of the facts. And so it doesn't feel good to hear that, but you have to maintain attraction over a long period of time. And so if that's not something that you have to start turning into the type of guy, like if there's a result that you want in your life, you have to go after it and do what is required no matter what, without hesitation, to get that result. That's the most important thing, because it's the guys that hesitate, the guys that talk about what they want, that talk about, oh, I want this, or I want that, or, whatever. That's why she leaves you. That's why she loses interest. Like if you've gone through a phase where you talk about all these things you want, and then you don't end up taking action on them. You talk about wanting to go to the gym for 5 years. It's like, that's 5 years of her losing respect for you over time, and her getting less and less attractive.
Yeah. And like speaking of those behaviors, I think one important thing that you touched on was like you have to act despite how you're feeling. It doesn't matter how you feel. I don't know. I'm in pretty good shape because like I go to the gym every day. I don't even think, like I literally don't, when I get up in the morning, I don't think about how I feel. I just go to the gym. That's something that I have a rhythm in right now. And I'm just really in that rhythm. When I started first going out like 3 or 4 nights a week, in like 2019 or whatever, whenever it was, it didn't matter how I felt. And I actually liked just going out if I was angry, or I liked going out when I was joyful or when I was sad, just to test myself. And you can do that. Like, it doesn't matter how you feel. For a while, I've talked about this before, but like a few months ago, I kept like making all these posts that were getting a lot of attention where it's like, men, you can act despite how you're feeling. I've been saying this a lot, but like it's just true. It doesn't matter how you're feeling a certain day. That doesn't mean that you have to bury your emotions. Like put your emotions on full display, sure, but like your actions are completely in your control. You can go out and talk to a girl when you're sad. You can go out and talk to a girl when you're happy. You can go out and talk to a girl when you're angry. You just open your mouths and you open your mouth and you say the words that you want to say. Or going to the gym, you put on your shoes and you go to the gym. It doesn't matter how you feel. Sure, you might be able to bench press like 5 more pounds if you're excited, but it doesn't matter. Like you're still going and you're picking up the weight and you're moving it. And yeah, I mean, one thing that I'm trying to like train myself on right now is getting work done during the day, like despite how I'm feeling. Because it really is easy to be like, oh, I feel lazy, so I'm just gonna like be lazy. But when it boils down to it, that's a feminine trait. Like if you look at a masculine man and a feminine woman arguing, I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong. It's just kind of like my observation, but if a woman gets really heated, she'll start making like personal attacks, or she'll walk away because she's not feeling it. But if a guy who's like masculine and he's very grounded is arguing, he'll state the facts, and then whoever's right is right, because like obviously like facts are what like are right when it comes to like arguing. But yeah, it's really important to remember, if you actually want to have those masculine traits that women are attracted to, you can't let your emotions sway you on the daily. You have to do the actions like that are right anyways. Like leading a date too. I mean, we could give like countless examples of what it is. If you're not feeling like going on a date, but you told a girl or you told your girlfriend that you would take her out Friday night, it doesn't matter how you feel. You can pick up the phone, make the reservation, and then go out and take her on the date.